Crank it up. Crank it up. Business growing, you've been going GT for such a long time.
Long time.
The power's gonna go above and beyond in your lifetime.
Lifetime.
Got to thrill 'em, got to kill 'em, GT, 'cause now's the right time. Crank it up. Crank it up. And take it to the streets. You know what you've got to do.
You got to
Crank it up and put it on the lines. You know all it takes is you.
all it takes is to
Give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEGC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it out. Crank it up. Crank it up. George me well. Slips like coming for you. Sitting so sexual. Nick sips. Nick sips. Nick sips.
And going on towards Ninja Turtles and things like that. So
Baby rapper, cool as he can be.
baby rapper, baby rapper,
Baby rapper, cool as he can be.
baby rapper, baby rapper,
He knows his numbers and his ABC.
baby rapper, baby rapper,
He can dance, he can sing, he can rap about anything. He digs music that moves his soul like rhythm and blues and rock and roll.
baby rapper.
and now Baby Rapper is going to do his impersonation of the Beatles. So come on, folks, let's dance along, sing along to Beatles songs.
Cool as he can be.
VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Joe must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR Party Live. VCR Party Live. Melinda's.
Well, hello, Melinda.
Hello, Melinda's. Here we are. It's Tuesday night. It's VCR party. Joe, Nick, Steve, George. We're all here, and boy, this is the tournament I've been waiting for. It's tournament month here at VCR party. We are having the Toilament. We're finally having the Toilament. We've been talking about it for a long time, And I guess I've been waiting my entire life for this Toilament. It's happening tonight.
Yeah, you're going to witness a new low in VCR party history tonight. Literally potty humor all night. We often comment on videos, various men, I think exclusively men in VHS tapes we watch. We say
There are a lot of them.
we say that guy
men-
looks like he spends a lot of time on the toilet.
Yeah.
But who spends the most time? Tonight we will decide, and we've got a doctor to help us do it.
Dr. Judah is joining us tonight. He's going to be our judge. We figured we should have a medical professional here. He knows the human anatomy better than anybody. And we'll get into the rules and everything coming up here. But I really hope this Toilament makes a big splash with the audience. I hope that it really makes just a big splash.
Yeah. Well, people's partners who are forced to watch the show each week are not happy about this.
Clayton's already out. Is this the fastest Clayton's ever been out of an episode?
It's his first elimination from an episode this early.
Elimination.
All right.
Nice one. All right. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to courtesy flush the Toilament talk for a moment here and tell you that we are the show that shows VHS clips.
Yes, that's right.
We're also going to show a classic to start us off.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Yeah, like I said, I hope this Toilament makes a really big splash. We'll see who takes the throne as the winner. Is that takes the throne? Is that a?
Yeah, I think that's
okay. All right.
That's
We'll see who takes the throne. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, expect a lot of that tonight, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
All right. This Found Footage Festival Classic, this is very early on when we were doing found footage. We went over to some guy's house who told us he had this video, a promotional video. You remember that? Yeah, it was like 2005. We went over to, we would go over to strangers' houses all the time.
He lived in Brooklyn Heights, and he was the first person I ever saw that had a homemade seltzer machine. That's the one thing I remember. Yeah,
I remember that too. We watched some videos that most of them were pretty boring, but this was the one that was good. This is a promotional video for an exciting product from Japan called the Washlet. It's a bidet. I've watched this video so many times that I eventually bought a bidet, I think because of this video. So this is the video that we watched in that guy's living room with him. Don't remember his name, some stranger. But
I don't know. Never talked to him again.
Nope.
Very soothing video, and this is we should mention it's a toilet for purple ghosts.
Yep.
The functions are activated once the user is seated.
Soothing music.
Rear cleanse.
I did enjoy when this would come on, like during shows, because it's very soothing. Kind of relaxes the audience.
Pamper yourself with Washlet's gentle, aerated, cleansing stream of water.
Appreciate that angle. Thank you, Washlet.
I like the joy that the purple ghosts experience here.
Feel clean and
very
refreshed
soothing.
every time you use the Toto Washlet.
Yellow refreshment, I guess.
That's what purple ghosts will do. Really
Front cleanse.
covering the bases here.
I mean, you got to. People have different parts.
You gotta be thorough.
Yeah.
The angle of the stream of water is specially designed to ensure the most hygienic cleansing experience possible.
That tickles.
Where would that hit you if you were a boy?
Where would it? I know where it hits me. I have one.
Oh.
The soft
the
close
scrotum.
seat offers a
interesting.
smooth,
Yeah.
silent close.
Yeah.
The Washlet by Toto. Cleanse and refresh.
Okay, so now we have an exciting update about this. Well, an update that happened 12 years ago, I think. But we played that in New York, and then after the show, somebody came up to us and said there's a Japanese restaurant in, I think it was like Lower East Side, that had a Washlet. And the next day, we grabbed our cameras and
I think
we
our
ran
friend
down
Shira told us about this, and we went down, and the legend was true. You'll see, there was a Washlet, and we took a picture, and
yeah. And it
so this-
didn't have all the bells and whistles. It didn't have
No.
the massage function or any of the fun stuff, but it was there. You got to kick the tires, and this is like, yeah, look at Nick.
I mean, you're there. What are you gonna do? Not
So-
use it? But this was embarrassing. We were in
Well,
here.
well, but
Huh?
also, are you not wearing any like? There's no underwear in your pants at the
Right.
bottom.
No, I didn't wear
Were you
any at that
commando?
time.
You're a
Yeah,
commando
I was
back then?
commando, yeah.
With your khakis shorts on?
Yes.
Okay.
Khaki pants. Yeah.
Khaki pants.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
But we were in here too long, you analyzing my underwear situation and taking this photo, and somebody barged it on us while we
It
were
was
taking these
so
photos.
embarrassing. Yeah. it was
And
super
I have never been
embarrassing.
more humiliated.
Uh-huh.
They can go through walls, so you just
Yeah,
you can't.
Exactly. And even
Like-
though our sight lines weren't matching exactly.
Well, I was looking at the newspaper. I think.
Oh, okay. There was
Yeah.
an alarming headline in the newspaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's
Uh,
what you were looking at. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
George, have you tried a bidet before?
Never in my life, and I would want to make sure I'm. Is Joe? Joe was frozen for a sec. I would want to make sure that I wouldn't do it in public first. I would want. I don't. It seems like water would get everywhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think I tried it one time at I think we got a fancy hotel at Caesar's Palace one time when we were playing a comedy festival. I think there was a clerical error, and we got this fancy suite. That was the first time like I was in a room with a bidet, and
You ever tried one since?
one time at the Madonna Inn, they had one in Santa Fe or wherever that is.
Well,
San
swing
Luis
by
Obispo.
tomorrow. What? I'm around tomorrow afternoon. Swing by.
Oh shoot, not gonna be
Yeah?
in town, but
Okay.
would love to. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
I tell you what, I can never. I look like you guys are dirty to me. Like I don't know how anybody does it the old-fashioned way. When we're on tour and I have to use the primitive toilet paper,
Mhm.
ugh, ugh,
Well,
disgusting.
I just shower after every time. I
Okay.
go to the bathroom.
That's
Whatever
Yeah,
I
you
go to the
would.
bathroom.
You've driven from places we are to take care of things, to have
Yeah.
privacy, and it
Well-
doesn't happen in a public place.
No, I remember I went to see one of your shows in Red Hook in Brooklyn, and you were gone for a long time. And I was like, "Where were you?" You're like, "Oh, I was over at the IKEA." And I was like, "Shopping?" You're like, "No, using their bathroom."
I think I was only taking a leak there too.
Oh, really?
I was willing to walk 10 minutes to do it.
Huh.
But no, I remember we were playing Night of the Living Dead, the board game with Anderson, four of us, and I think I just disappeared for about 20 minutes,
Right.
and I came back and things
Oh,
were
so
great.
this is a mystery that's been revealed for the first time
Yeah.
tonight on the show.
Yeah, you thought it was part of my strategy in the game.
Well, to you, not to
Yeah.
anybody else, but
Oh.
yeah.
Steve, what's your bidet stance? Let's get this out of the way before the toilet begins.
Well, because remember we gave him a bidet for a present
Yeah,
years
yeah.
ago, and then he never used it. So I know
Well,
that
the
much.
problem is our toilets didn't. It didn't fit our toilets, so that was the reason. I'm pro bidet overall, but yes, we do not have one.
Okay.
Interesting. All right. Well, it's good to know where we stand before
So
we get
I'm the
into
only one clean one here.
heated
I'm the only
competition.
actually clean person here on VCR Party Live.
Yeah,
Add
well,
that to
I mean,
the,
other than everything you say and do otherwise.
add that to the Wikipedia page.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you have the most solid bowel movements that require the most cleanup, but
I can send you some pictures.
no thanks.
Okay.
You have. All right, boys.
Steve,
well, yeah,
Steve,
go
who are you
ahead.
selling out to? Or do you want to continue this conversation? I'm happy to
No,
move
I'd
on.
rather not.
Okay. All right. Steve, who are you selling out to?
So I'm glad you asked. And first of all, let me preface by saying I'm still having internet issues, and we were having trouble uploading videos, so that's why it's not behind me. But I'm instead going to share it this way. Let's hope this works.
Come on.
You see it right here?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
Now we
There
do.
it is.
There we go. All
Happy
right,
birthday,
phew.
Beth. Yes.
Happy birthday, Beth. So July 25th is Beth Cook's 42nd birthday. She and her husband Derek have been married since April of this year, and this is her first birthday that Derek gets to celebrate with her as her husband, and he looks forward to many more. So we decided to buy her a sellout. So
That's sweet.
yeah, Derek gets to celebrate with her as her husband. He looks forward to many more. They never miss an episode of VCR Party Live, and
Oh, that's just sad.
yeah. Well, Found Footage Festival holds a special place in their hearts. When Joe and Nick came to Portland in 2022, the Found Footage Festival was their second date, and they're looking forward to the next time you
here we
boys are in your
go.
neck of the woods.
This
Yes.
is like a
think
fairy
December.
tale.
Yeah.
This is like a
I
fairy
think
tale
so.
here. Yeah.
So,
Team Death. It's like a fairy tale.
It's a fairy tale that they're on the Toilament episode. Yeah.
Yes.
Happy birthday,
Beth and Derek are also content creators. Their website is teamdeath.com. You can see in the top right-hand corner where you'll find links to their YouTube channel where they reviewed Chop and Steal. I watched that one. I thought it was a lot of fun. They liked the movie.
Oh, nice. I'll have to watch that. Yeah.
They gave a
Positive
thoughtful
review. We'll take it.
Yeah. As well as other ventures like Derek's podcast, Monster Kid Radio, as well as his novels. Beth is a professional haunted house designer. That sounds like a really cool job.
House designer?
Yeah. And is bringing her
Melindas are
spooky
the
visions.
Those amazing Melindas.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have talented Melindas. And she's bringing her spooky visions to Scare Grounds, PDX, that's Portland, right? This year. Happy birthday, Beth. Derek loves you, and he's pretty sure the VCR Party Live gang is fond of you, too. I can say that I certainly am. So thank you guys so much. And let me see how I can stop sharing.
Happy birthday to the Melindas who support us. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, Derek.
And then one other
you find a haunted house designer. Don't let that one go. That's
a keeper.
Yeah, I'm glad
It's
you
a
got
real
married.
keeper.
I have one other birthday shout out. Michael, who you guys might remember, is the one who stepped in dog shit at Chevy Chase's house.
Oh,
with
yes,
Joe
of
and Nick.
course. Yeah.
His birthday is this Thursday, 7/27, and Erica had reached out to try to do it, but unfortunately it was taken. But I still wanted to take the moment just to wish him a happy birthday as well. So happy birthday, Beth. Happy birthday, Michael.
I gotta
Thank you
upload
guys so
that.
much.
I gotta upload Michael's dog shit story of when he stepped in Chevy Chase's dog shit.
You know, watching
I have
this
them-
episode, you'd think it's very fecally centric, but I think we only talk about shit every other episode.
I think,
That's true.
We should have Wayne crunch the numbers.
You know what? I think next week has got to be with the clean episode. You know, sometimes we'll just have one to like refresh and reset.
That'll be the bidet episode.
Yeah,
you can take next week off, Joe, and we'll the rest of us will clean up.
Don't give me any ideas. Monster Kid Radio is a great Twitch channel. What's
That was
Monster
what
Kid Radio?
I was selling out to. Well, it's part of yeah.
Okay, got it. Let's we got to get into some of our regular segments. It can't all be toilet stuff. So let's get into our favorite production company that released special interest tapes in the 90s and 80s. It's Scimitar. Just when I think I've run out of good Scimitar tapes to show, in comes co-eds of the Pac-10. This is a football conference. And there's a woman wearing looks like some lace under things and shoulder pads. And
is she one of the players or is she one of the...
Well, it's unclear, but you can see this is a 2-tape set. I'm sure that they had this at Suncoast. Each tape about 20 minutes long. Recorded in EP mode. I mean, look at the amount of tape on here. What a waste. 2 tapes.
No, it was a strategy. I'm sure that was a strategy.
They could
George,
charge
please
more.
Track them down, George. We need some goddamn answers from Scimitar.
Who are the co-eds of the Pac-10? Or
Hold on, I've got them. I've got.
No, the Scimitar guys.
Oh.
I want to know their secrets. The double. We got a lot of their double tapes. The History of Lingerie. Is that a triple tape?
That's a triple. Yeah.
That's a triple tape, but they're all about the same size tapes.
Yeah, they all collectively never amount to more than an hour. And I just watched part 1, but man, I really like this. It's basically college students at various Pac-10 schools. They couldn't fit them all on one tape. Talking a little bit about themselves and then doing a striptease while wearing a college sweatshirt. So here's just a couple of ladies you'll see here. I don't know how good my boring is here, but...
Hi, I'm Holly, and I attend the University of Arizona. I'm going on my 2nd year. Our mascot is the Wildcats. Yay, go Wildcats.
I mean, Scimitar. God bless them.
I am a true California girl. Born and raised. Love the beaches. Although I'm kind of fading right now. Spending my time in school, studying.
School.
USC was the
That's
school
it.
for me. My daddy's rich, and been traveling around and decided I needed USC. The boys are good looking. So I thought I'd choose this one because it's a rich school. And I decided my major had to be something like with biology.
My major hobby? Her major hobby would be?
No, her major.
Oh, okay.
That's right, I think. Yeah. Anyways, I looked through a few other colleges, and I couldn't find one that caught all my interests until I actually found this one, and I found a mascot. The mascot of the school is named Beaver.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So
Spoken-
that is
Spoken like a true Pac-10 co-ed.
yeah. I can't wait till they get to the Big Ten, all the conferences.
Co-eds. That's a co-ed for you.
What does that mean? Like a
I don't know. It's like I know co-ed sports are like where
where
like
you're mingled with.
Yeah. Male, female are both on the same team.
Right.
Co-ed, I don't know.
Co-educational.
That's what I always thought it was.
Yeah.
But somehow it like snuck its way into like softcore
Porn, yeah.
like porn.
Sexy
yeah,
co-eds. and Mr. Scimitar was like, I got something.
Yeah.
You know how Playboy has the girls of the SEC? We can do that on video. So well, there's plenty more Pac-10 schools to go, so we might see this in future weeks, and I'll get that pixelating machine up and running.
I wonder if Clayton is regretting leaving this episode. I mean,
bring him back in, Sally.
Yeah, bring Clayton back in. He's missing out.
Han, it's not all toilet stuff, turns out.
There's co-eds from the Pac-10.
Scooby-Doo run back in. Hey, look what came in the mail. I guess a couple of days ago. This is pretty exciting. It's the Chop and Steal Blu-ray. This is the movie they made about us. We didn't make it, but it's good. We like the movie. It's a Chop and Steal, and also A Life on the Farm, the documentary that we helped produce about the weirdest home movie we've ever seen, also came out on Blu-ray. That's en route to me. And, we don't really make money from this. I just bought it because I wanted to have the Blu-ray. It's got our commentary exclusively on this. It's got the trailer, and the picture is really good on this. So they did a good job, and you can get this on Amazon or wherever.
Yep, it's all over the place. Pick one up. Flying windows. We got any flying windows? Nick, it looks like you got something.
Oh, yeah. Last week, we asked our viewer, Wayne, who is our official flying window counter, to give us an update. She has one, but she also sent some new flying windows. She makes her job more difficult. This is called the Carolina Shag. It's how to do, the shag dance. There's even a movie about this dance, I think, in the wake of Dirty Dancing. And it stars a couple that Wayne says is still together. So here's the Carolina Shag. And she says these do count as flying windows. I wasn't sure.
Okay.
Charlie Womble and Jackie McGee are 9-time national shag champions. They are undefeated for 11 years in SPA Pro Shag Circuit contests. And 2-time winners of the Beach Music Award Shag Contest. Also, Charlie and Jackie are both members of the Shaggers Hall of Fame, co-captains of the National Shag Dance Team. Recognized for contributing to the preservation and promotion of shag dancing by South Carolina's House of Representatives. And they were chosen Shag Dance Couple of the Decade. Charlie and Jackie also compete on the swing circuit and have been finalists for 4 years at the U.S. Open Swing Dance Championships, finishing second in 1992.
Their feet are doing cool things.
They are the 1991 U.S. Open Swing Dance Team champions. Charlie and Jackie live in Atlanta, Georgia, where they own Charlie and Jackie Dance Company. They continue to travel throughout the country conducting shag workshops. They're available for private lessons and exhibitions.
Their whole resume here.
In addition, they have several instructional videos available, plus the best of Charlie and Jackie, a 60-minute video with interviews and winning dances. For information, call Charlie and Jackie at 404
Charlie and Shaggy.
Give their number.
7848.
Hi, I'm Charlie Womble.
And I'm Jackie McGee. Welcome to Ducks at North Myrtle Beach. We've done a lot of shagging here throughout the years and seen a variety of styles, some of which you'll see on this video.
Okay. Yeah, they've done a lot of shagging over there. So add 11 to the number that Wayne gave us last week.
What'd she give us?
Well, I'm going to show.
Okay.
So, oh wait, I didn't pull it up. We are in the almost 2000s here for flying windows. So, and also there's a bit of a controversy that we should address as well. Let me see. Where's her windows? Because she mentioned that there was I think there was a question about bra size, right?
Yeah, I think you're losing Clayton now, Nick. I think
Oh.
Clayton's like, yeah, you're.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be interested in the bra size
Yeah,
topic.
I think this is
Okay.
All right, I have the update here. This is
Okay.
as of July 23rd. We've got our flying window count. So let me bring it up for all to see. And this started in episode 117. So, all right. So down at Table Rock Lake, remember that? There are 8 flying windows.
That was the very first one ever. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dennis's Denplex. I mean, I'm just Riddles the Clown. The memories here.
Which one has the most? Veil with a View? I don't remember that one. The Littlest Hobo only had 4.
Why won't my child pay attention? Had 39.
Well, I think I know why the child can't pay attention. Staring at flying windows.
Candlepin Bowling only had 2. That was good enough for this weekend.
Betty Gale Cooper goat tying 11. 11 flips does not count.
Does not
That's
count.
not added.
Nice,
Pagan
thank you.
Invasion only had 1, but I guess it was worth. We showed it for Halloween.
Which one had 90? Professional Plumbers Bubble Window. Oh, bubble windows. Those are the windows into the sea, right?
Right. That's a
Yes.
Steve
Yes.
declaration.
That was a
Yeah.
controversial one. Windows screensaver does not count, I guess. Jim
Wow,
and
look at all
Tammy.
these.
Yeah. So
Are you paying Wayne anything for this?
Burp coins, I think. 105 Sears promotional.
I paid her to harvest the burp coins that one time.
California Fox Hunt lingerie contest. I mean, it goes on and on. But okay, let me scroll down to the bottom here. So the last couple episodes, Sheer Necessities Lingerie 14, George's bra talk made me remember the time how I found out at a Victoria's Secret measuring that due to weight gain, I went from a double D to just a regular D. Explain that, George.
Yeah, George, you're the resident expert on bra size, right? Was it like a few episodes?
Amongst the 4 men here, you seem to be the most knowledgeable.
You attempted an answer about bra size, I think maybe a month ago or so, and so
Well,
now
Wayne,
you are.
I don't mean to breast-splain, but well, first of all, Dr. Judah can come on and explain this. But your assumption is that weight gain means that
breast gain.
The location, the location of the gain is proportional. But you know, who knows? Maybe you were wearing maybe you actually lost weight, but were carrying a big bag of flying windows, and that made you seem heavier on the Victoria's Secret scale. You know,
I'm just letting you dig your own hole here. I'm just kind of drinking this one in.
But I think you got Clayton back though. I think Clayton's back to hear this.
But I feel like we have a lot. You know, we learn a lot about the people who watch the show.
Yes.
And
learn a lot about you too, about like your
That's what the show is about. It's about back and forth. It's not about VHS tapes. When was the last time we watched any clip? That was like
I can't even remember.
2021.
Yeah, that's a while ago.
Yeah.
Well, the count as of last week was 1,928 windows. Add 11 to that. I believe that should be 1,939 videos.
Okay. We should celebrate once
windows.
we hit 2,000 then, huh? We should celebrate?
Yeah, we have to hit it on the head, otherwise we start over.
Our
So-
2,000th window. That's going to be a special day.
Oh, imagine that episode. We're going to alienate a lot of new viewers with that one.
But Clayton's not going to show up for that one. No way.
I do have a question. Wayne,
okay.
was it your cup size decreased, but did the actual size, did the number go up? Because we're talking about.
Oh boy, George, I feel like.
Oh, seeing somebody get canceled in real time here. This is
No,
this is an honest question.
Medical. Yeah.
Yes.
Doctor, Drew, get on here and let us know.
People write in about body parts growing and things falling out of body parts all the time. We're the resident repository for all that personal information. So,
all right. Well, let's stop this broad talk. Let's get into some Toilament talk. Should we? Shall we?
From bras, from breasts to bathrooms. Here we go.
Okay. Here, this is a special graphic that I made using some of the runner-ups that didn't get selected in this Toilament, and And I'd just like you guys to observe silence because there's some speaking, and there's just like just wait, and then we'll bring Dr. Judah on after this. So here we
Okay.
go. This is officially ringing in the first annual VCR party, Toilament.
I would be covered from eyebrow to foot in blood and urine and feces.
It's officially begun. The first annual VCR party, Toilament, is upon us. And what you saw there were all people who probably likely spend a lot of the time on the toilet. Now, Nick, I think that you coined this actually. I think that we were like watching some video and you're like, I bet that guy spends a lot of time on the toilet.
Yeah.
And then it became kind of a regular thing that we would notice. Oh, look at that guy. He spends a lot of time. He likely spends a lot
Well,
of
it
time
was
on the
kind of a
toilet.
running joke in my family because my dad would always bring in a Sunday paper, and it was a long process. I think, and I think we might have to decide, like, is this a thing that people would spend a lot of time on the toilet because that's their respite from their hectic life, their kids, maybe that's where they play their iPhone games, or is it, do they seek solace there, or are they having problems? Is it a gastrointestinal discomfort thing? Or are they just happy with enough with themselves that they are willing to just spend that time in there without judgment?
And we don't have the answers for this, but I think we know somebody who does, and that's Dr. Judah. Let's bring Dr. Judah on. There he is.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello, Melindas.
Yes, welcome, Dr. Judah.
Thank you.
Thank you for being our judge for this important tournament. It's our first.
My
ever.
pleasure. I'm
Yeah.
glad to be here for a new low in VCR party history. It's very exciting.
You're
Well,
witnessing.
Wait till next week.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be another one.
Well, I got to say you're an all-star, Melinda, because you've helped out over the years. You've contributed a lot. First of all, let me just share this. This is the what was it? For Halloween,
Yeah.
you dressed up as Jeff Holper,
The mole killer.
the mole killer, and I think you won something. I think you took. Like,
Yeah.
the top
You guys
three,
sent
I
me
think.
some bumper stickers or something. That bald cap is still sitting in my closet somewhere. It moved across country.
You should do like a Patch Adams with your patients and put it on occasionally just for fun.
You got the pose down. You even had the what's the shirt say? I forgot what the shirt said. Was
Sweet
it,
success.
Sweet success.
And it's
You
a
got
dead
the
mole.
autographs on there, the
Right.
whole thing.
I bought that mole on Amazon just to have one for the Holper costume. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
nice,
commitment.
nice. You advised Nick that he would probably be fine with putting Batman cereal inside his rectum.
Yeah.
You
That was
remember
a
that?
special date. I do.
You remember that?
I do.
You remember receiving that email?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was not a great idea. But
I questioned
clearly
your
you survived.
credentials with that advice, to
Yeah.
be honest. But
Yeah.
you're the only doctor who watches the show, so what are you gonna do?
It's
I
true.
think you-
Slim pickings.
You advised me one time not to ingest ferret lax. I think that we were looking for new ways to punish people. The Batman cereal got old, so we had ferret lax. We're like, should we ingest it? You said no. Thank you for that.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
glad that was a good call. The cereal and the anus, probably not so much.
You make us state jingle flags too.
Mhm.
Fine works of art. And so, yes, thank you for all your contributions
Oh,
over
my
the
pleasure.
years for the show.
Glad to be here.
I think this is going to be your biggest contribution.
Hope I
yeah.
can make a splash, right?
What kind of a doctor are you, Judah?
I am a psychiatrist, child psychiatrist.
Well, we're very immature and all very disturbed. So you can come back for another episode. I hope. in
There
the
we go.
future.
I'll be
All
here.
right. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. All right. Each of us picked out two shitters. Is that what we're calling them? Contestants.
Sure.
Potential two contestants.
Toilet men.
Toilet men. Two toilet men. And in the world of fantasy sports, there's rotisserie, there's head-to-head, and there's rotisserie. This is going to be rotisserie, where everybody gets points, and the points will accumulate, and whoever gets the most points at the end will be the winner. So each of us will play a toiletman, and after that video ends, Judah, you will here are arguments, and then you will assign a minute amount to how many minutes you think he spends on the toilet. Okay, George, can you log these? George, you're the math guy here.
I'll
So
log
you-
them.
Log
Yeah,
these.
you'll log-
Okay. All right.
and then we'll total them up at the end to see who is the Toilament winner. Does that make sense? So like,
Yep.
every person that we show a video of, you'll assign a minute count, and then we'll total them up at the end, and then that'll be
Now, as a psychiatrist, you do have to have some like medical training as well,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Judah?
Yeah. So you go through medical school and residency. And believe it or not, as a psychiatrist, you still spend a lot of time talking about people's shit. So it's still a
Do you
part of
really?
daily practice. Yeah. Everybody poops, right?
Yeah, really, it comes
You
up
tell
often?
us.
Yeah. I mean, medications can stop people from pooping properly. Everybody gets constipated from time to time. Yeah.
Oh boy,
Even Nick?
Even Nick,
He's
possibly.
a vegan.
Possibly.
Happened once in Cancun, and that was it. But hey,
have you told that
let me-
story?
I don't know, that'll be a Patreon exclusive.
Okay.
But so let me ask you this. Now, you probably, since you watch the show regularly, you know about Joe's issues with being deathly afraid of anyone knowing that he's pooping. And his technique of like at a coffee shop, if there's like an attractive barista or something, he'll go in and try to be in an amount of time that it could be assumed that he was only peeing.
I have a technique that I use, which I think I've talked about on the show. Steve nods his head. Steve knows. Yeah, Steve knows the technique. So I go in because I don't want anybody to know that I'm going number 2. I especially don't like the unisex bathrooms where, like,
Maximal embarrassment.
Exactly. There's So what I do you want me to explain the story, Nick?
Oh, yeah.
Were you teeing me up for this?
Well, sort of. I mean, I basically was trying to get the psychological take on why he is so ashamed.
Oh, we can get some answers here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I have some insight to this, but I want to hear your armchair.
Okay. So wait.
diagnosis
Here's what I do when I go in. I want everybody to think that I just had a pee rather than a number 2. So I, as soon as I get in, I sit down and I start to go. While I'm going, I take the toilet paper, I fold it over, I put it on one knee. I got it on one knee here. Then, still going, I take more toilet paper out, I fold it over, I put it on my left knee. All right, so now I got 2 locked and loaded in the chamber. And then, finishing up, I tear off the last slice and I have this ready to go. And then I get started, give a courtesy flush, throw that in, grab this one's ready to go, done. Grab this one, ready to go, done. Same amount of time as peeing.
As you often say at a coffee shop on tour, it's the perfect crime. But Judah, what do you think is the psychology behind this perfect crime?
I mean, people are embarrassed by poop, right? If you take too long to poop, sometimes you end up on VCR party.
And now I'll give some inside information that Joe, your mother would constantly shame you guys for you and your brothers, right?
Not constantly shame. No,
not constantly,
shame.
but there was some. I think your brother Andy isolated the fact that she would say things.
Alex
about it.
did.
Or Alex did, yeah.
Well, no, not with us. And one time, Steve Hayden was at our summer cabin. He
Former
was
guest of the show, yeah.
Former guest, the funny man Steve Hayden was
Right.
at a guest at the cabin up northern Wisconsin,
That's
and he
what it
was in the
was.
bathroom for a long time. And my mom pointed it out. I was like, "Whoa, Steve's really in the bathroom for a long time." It wasn't. She was never shamed us about.
I
any of
see.
this.
Okay.
I don't know where you picked up that one. It was shaming Steve Hayden for it, and so yeah.
All right.
So, but she did notice that, and maybe I picked up on that. She notices people in the bathroom for a long time, so then I had a
Right. Interesting.
See, now
Okay.
people think that I got shit shamed by my mom. That you're putting false information out there.
Well, that's just. I mean, who knows what what went on as a kid? But to me, if she's willing to shit shame a friend, she's willing to shit shame a son, and that might be where some of the issues stem from.
Okay, wow, spoken like a true professional. There's
No,
not a
I
big
don't
leap made there at all. Yeah.
That was that's my armchair diagnosis, but I don't have the degree. Judah does. So
okay.
Let's get into our first.
Yeah, let's get into it. How about?
Okay, who wants to go first? Any volunteers?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go.
Sure.
All right, we're not going to jump. Okay. All right. Well, no, you know what? I don't want to go with my first one because I will.
You'll go with number 2?
Yeah, let's go with number 2. All right, here we go. This is Dr. Scholl's. Are you familiar with Dr. Scholl's at all?
Oh yeah.
Okay. We're diving in head
5-footer.
first here. Yeah, the max 5-footer. Yeah. So he's a new age doctor. He made a video. He made like a 5-part series. I think I have the video. Yeah, I have the video here. This is part 3. This is volume 3 of Elimination: The First Step. And I put together a supercut. This one's a little bit longer of his advice, and he uses like herbal medicines and that kind of thing to help people shit better. So this one's a little on the nose. This is why I didn't want to go first, because it's a little on the nose, because he's actually talking about shitting, and he looks like he spends a lot of time on the toilet. But I'll go first. Here we go. Dr. Scholl's.
Video footage was captured live at a rare Dr. Schultz public appearance.
Okay, the bowel. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of my bowel history. Every Sunday, my dad used to go in the bathroom.
What's that?
That audience member looked like he could be a toilet man too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he looks like
here.
I think he
That's
looks
why
like
he's there.
I think he looks like the future version of Dr. Schultz, doesn't he?
He's visiting through time. He's
time
coming back
traveling.
to see his peak moment.
Can I ask that we observe silence during this, because there's a lot of important lines in here, and if we just could not speak over this. This is Dr. Judah needs to take notes. He needs concentration. All right.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit of my bowel history. Every Sunday, my dad used to go in the bathroom to have his bowel movement. Sometimes I'd hear a little, and I'd go in for my bowel movement. And I would go in, and it was like a green cloud, a toxic waste dump in there. And then I would have my bowel movement. I remember sometimes it wouldn't come out. And when it did, it was kind of like, I never saw anything float. And my dad would wipe me, and he'd go, look, nothing on the paper. That's a good bowel movement. I remember once I pooped in my pants in school, and I just left it in all day. And that, to me, was pooping. So what I did is I traveled all around the world in search of the perfect bowel movement. I have to stand up here and talk to all you middle-aged people about pooping. I had a young lady come to me. She said a bowel movement came out of him as long as from her fingertips to her elbow, as big around as her forearm. She said that once it was in the toilet, they couldn't flush it down. Her husband had to get a shovel out of the garage and chop it up. I love bowel stories. There's no stool in the toilet, just a gigantic tapeworm. Oh, I got a lot of worm stories for you. And I'm sure some of you have some too. Want to hear about some worms? Poop was bubbling out of the ground. Pooping and more poop and more poop and more poop. Pooped in the French sink. It's like pooping in space. Dirty or a nasty poo-poo. You did a bad one, and go in with her fingers and dig it out and remove the fecal matter that had dried inside her, so your wet, drippy fecal matter can come out into it. Hot liquid stool. Excuse me. Diarrhea, hot, burning, lots of stomach pain, some bleeding. Where the poop comes out the vagina, I've heard that story 15 times. They found fecal matter backed up into its stomach. One day it vomited fecal matter. Constipation. I want to guarantee your bowel works tomorrow morning.
You guys remember this part coming up here?
Yeah.
Hey, lover.
Hey, lover.
Hey. Clapping. Can we clap?
What are we clapping for?
Everybody poops book.
I love you.
Yeah. See? Look, there's Missy over here.
Yeah.
Just gonna watch you kiss your son here. Pay good money
See
for
mommy.
this.
Exactly. How much did they pay for this? Oh, this part. This part's good.
I love you.
Oh, one more time.
I love you. Okay. I love being a dad. Come on up, man. This is Matt.
It's the weirdest thing that ever went on in a Marriott convention room. Here comes back to cap things off here.
After going through the program, I didn't feel that I had a complete bowel movement. So I continued on and kept going on until after the end result was actually, I don't know how many feet this is.
Well, a bathtub is about 5 feet long.
And it's longer. That's actually not stressed out. Shrunk.
Yes, and then you have about only 2 or 3 inches on each side. So,
The math checks
and
out.
it's curved, so we're looking at 5 feet, maybe more.
Yeah, then, and it kept coming, and it kept coming, and it kept coming, until at the end result, I felt a big relief. I really felt like I could fly.
Let's give them a little appreciation for saying
I believe I can fly.
Oh, see, I ask this question all the time, but like, how did he drop the turds into the bathtub, or did he go into the toilet and then fish them out and jigsaw puzzle them together?
I don't think that would be. I don't think it's structurally sound enough to stay intact. I think he had to physically take off his pants when he felt something brewing, and have the wherewithal to be like, Dr. Schultz is going to want to see this.
You think
So
he? Wait, you think he went
in the toilet
in the bathtub?
This is a bathtub shit right here.
Yeah, you think so?
He knew
But,
it. He knew it leading up to that moment.
He'd have to take off his pants and underwear and his shoes and socks, probably too, right?
It'd probably
One
been
would hope.
weeks since he had a bowel movement, so he knew when it was coming. It was gonna,
Dr. Judy, you have to have the answer to this. What,
I don't think it adds up. I don't see this man doing anything other than methodically reassembling a 5 foot long bowel movement in the bathtub.
I do too. I do
Fake
too.
news, you're saying?
Yeah,
It's like CSI. It's like they're making sure.
100%. He's like fishing it out, and he's putting his
I would-
something.
I just want to say that Max 5-footer is known in Europe as Max 1.5 meter.
Oh, good
Yeah,
for our
okay.
European
Yeah.
viewers.
No. All right. So, Dr. Judah, how many minutes do you think Dr. Schultz spends on the toilet? Now, the argument can be made that he has these herbal medicines because he used to, and now he doesn't as much. But I'd like to point out that he does have a ponytail, and the herbal medicines, I don't know, do they actually work? Go ahead.
So there's a couple of things that I'm considering here when we're thinking about this. The first is like the medical side of stuff, right? Are you constipated, all that sort of stuff? Are you physically active? Because that can make you poop. And then, like we were talking about earlier, there's like the vibes of the whole thing. Are you like hiding out on the toilet for comfort? Do you have psychiatric problems that make you spend extra time on the toilet? There's all kinds of stuff. So are we talking about like how long is he spending on the toilet at any given time or per week? Because I think it matters.
I would hear me
In
out.
general.
I would say like on average in 1 calendar year. Like how many minutes on average in 1 calendar year? Let's just say from when that video was made, from when all these videos are made, 1 calendar year surrounding that. Guys, stop me if you disagree with this, but I think it should be
not per session.
But it's because otherwise it's number of times a week times time. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't compare because some people might spend several hours once a week versus a person who spends 1 hour every day.
That's what I'm saying is like that's why if you took the average of all the
from a
times
year.
of a calendar year, I think you would get the number that I think that's what we're looking for here.
Okay.
I'm guessing per week, a man like that probably spends about 6.5 hours on the John.
Really? So what's we got to do minutes
per session?
Per session.
I think
so
that's what we're saying.
Tiny bit under an hour a day.
Okay, so give it a number. 57 minutes.
57 minutes exactly.
That seems
on
like
the
a good
toilet.
number. All right, George.
All right.
Yeah,
log
I got
it, George. Log it.
All right.
Yeah, but wouldn't Joe? I think you made a mistake here. I think Mac was the person to beat here.
Oh, you think Mac? Well,
yeah, I mean we're going for the biggest number, right?
Well,
but you think that I should have focused on Mac?
Yeah, I just a
I mean, that man may have only pooped for 3 hours the entire year.
Yeah,
right. And
Like
let's
he did
not
it
even-
once, and it took
Let's
3
not even
hours.
speculate
That
how
was
long
it.
Lover spends on the toilet. All right, let me get into my first one here. This is from a movie called Computer Beach Party, which we have. We don't play a lot of movie clips on the show, but this is a movie that is so perplexing. We had to do it. It's only ever been released on VHS. And there's a scene where our two heroes, they're two buddies. for some reason there's a gold coin on the beach, and they go to NASA. This is in Galveston, Texas. They go to NASA to find out about the gold coin, and they run into an astronaut in a library named Colonel Thompson. Here's that scene.
Check out the shirt. It's a great shirt.
Ah, well.
Matches that girl's pants.
I think Colonel Thompson's going to be here in the library.
Hi, Colonel Thompson.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. This is my pal Dennis.
Hello, Dennis. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too, sir.
How's your folks?
They're doing pretty good.
Your call sounded kind of urgent.
I hope this isn't going to sound crazy.
In the space business, what isn't a little crazy sometimes?
Look, you know where our house is down in Bermuda Beach in Galveston, right?
Yeah?
They found this coin down there.
Looks genuine. You're not another treasure hunter.
Oh, no, but someone found a coin exactly like that the other day on our beach.
And you want to look at our Landsat videotapes of that beach.
How'd you guess?
Oh, we get hundreds of requests all the time from treasure hunters. Because Landsat's good for locating mineral deposits and old shipwrecks and the like. But I'm sorry, boys, there's nothing on that beach. The tourists have walked off with every show worth collecting.
Thanks anyway, Colonel Thompson.
Sure.
Take care.
Say hello to you folks for me.
Okay.
All right, now that's the only time Colonel Thompson appears in the movie. That makes no more sense in context than out of context.
Was he about to go into space? Like, why is he wearing the uniform?
He was about to go into the
library?
bathroom, and that's where he spent the rest of the movie.
Well, that's my
Okay.
theory because he's got a book. Like, I think he probably he's got a book, and then he looks like this. From an older generation, who probably wanted a lot of alone time. So, but what do you think, Dr. Judah? How long does Colonel Thompson spend on the toilet?
I mean, I feel like that guy, the fiber isn't there. The meat diet living in Galveston, Texas is probably super high, but he's got stuff to do. So I feel like I got to deduct something for that. Maybe 25 minutes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the poop business, what isn't a little crazy sometimes?
Great point, Judah. I should have thought of that, but yeah.
Oh,
I thought he had a pretty thick NASA book there that he was about to go in, but yeah, he is a busy guy. I get
I still
that.
feel like 25 minutes. That's a pretty.
That's
good,
a long time.
That's a good time. That's a good.
He's a
rundown.
military man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He usually goes behind enemy lines.
Yeah, and Nick, you followed up. You followed up Dr. Schultz. I mean, like that's no easy task. Like, Colonel Thompson.
Yeah, I know. And no pun intended, that clip kind of tapered off. So maybe not the best example, but all right, the pun was intended.
I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the comments that are popping up here on the. Everybody
just falling out of people
to hate this episode.
Yeah,
as they
we
should.
knew it.
They should. Yeah.
We're kind of wrestling villains in this one.
Steve, George, who wants to go next?
Sure, I'll show a video. I mean,
everybody's reluctant. Everybody's like,
well, it's funny. I was offered a promotion this week that would involve getting a background check, and I think I'm going to be answering.
I
this.
know,
So,
Dr. Judah. I was kind of wondering about that with you. Like, if your patients, they'd probably be like, "Oh, yeah, he's cool. He's actually a really good judge."
We'll find out. I mean, I may get my license taken away for talking about this stuff. It is important
Talking
to know
out of
this
your
is
ass,
not,
yeah.
Yeah. These are not doctor-patient relationships. Most of these men, maybe all of them, should see a doctor, but it shouldn't be me.
Okay. Good. Okay, good. All right.
Okay, I got to go with the front runner, which is Mr. Nasty and all of his incarnations.
Oh,
He's the guy, and I go mainly when showing the following clip. I want you to listen to the sounds he makes because I think a lot of them are the sounds you would expect to be hearing from the bathroom of the coffee shop that Joe is waiting patiently at the door by. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
We're losing viewers here.
I'm Mr. Nasty.
Hopefully this is a good one.
The insult hitman, and I've got a contract on you. You're so ugly. You'd make a Hindu eat hamburger, a Jew eat pork, a piranha go vegetarian. You're ugly. I love thee when the moon is full, rising in June. And if I read any more of this crap, I'll be crazy as a loon. You know what else I hear? All the men in your family pee sitting down. And all the women in the family do it any way they can. I go for you like flies go for dead meat. Like a dog for a bitch in heat. Like a pervert for a toilet seat. You know, if they put all your brains in a piss ant, it'd walk backwards. It's time for our next location.
We're getting a montage.
Because I'm Mr. Nasty and I can't take it anymore. Remember, no one can run and hide from a Mr. Nasty insult.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just thought he made a lot of sounds that sounded like somebody who exerts a great deal of pressure and does not have what I believe is described as the ideal stool, which is large in volume and soft, relatively. Like, what is it, a 4 or a 5 on that scale of 9?
The Bristol stool scale. That's
Yeah,
exactly right. Yeah.
Bristol, that's what you're trying to think of. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually spent some time in the bathroom with Mr. Nasty at VHS Fest. He was urinating, and I could have urinated next to him, but I didn't want to chit chat while I was urinating, so I went into one of the stalls. So that's my brush with Mr. Nasty, and
don't let that influence your decision, Judah.
In the bathroom. Yeah.
There's insider trading here. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
okay.
Speaking about Mr. Nasty, the character, and not the actor, who's a friend of the show, and I'm sure poops just fine. Mr. Nasty, I wouldn't have thought to put on this list, but honestly, he's going to be hard to beat. Like, that dude eats terribly. He's definitely got an opioid problem, and just like he has this sweaty, like, soul of a man who spends a lot of time on the toilet.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Yeah, like 110 minutes a day.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
like I don't see him leaving the house.
Dr. Schultz.
I don't see him leaving the house almost at all, except to insult people in the alley and chase women around the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some exercise, I guess, but yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's Dr. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Wow, all right. So we got a front runner
Tough
now.
to beat. All right,
Yeah.
but Steve, what do you have that could possibly beat Mr. Nasty?
Well, I'm going to start off. My first one is Danny Aiello. And
the late Danny Aiello.
God rest his soul.
R.I.P.
I am going to feature his music video, which I do believe was probably written in the bathroom. And I think he had a lot of time to try to figure it out, but was having enough trouble that there was major plot points. Essentially creates a character as a father who pushed his child away and now searches every day, accosting children, going to a bar so much to look for this said child that the bouncer just immediately comes and throws him out before he has a chance. And is eating nothing but processed foods. So,
and I think that didn't he pitch this music video to Madonna, and then Madonna
he was the dad, and he was the dad in the video for Papa Don't Preach, but he thought the dad was portrayed unfairly, so he made his own answer.
This was an answer, yes,
called Papa Just Wants the Best for You.
Yeah, and then Madonna wasn't interested in this.
I guess not.
Well, spent too much time in the bathroom during.
That's got to be it.
Video,
well, let us be the judge. Here is Papa Just Wants the Best for You.
Only once.
Oh, here we.
The bodily functions are out of control.
Show you the right from the wrong. I'm only reaching out for the things that will help you along. Before your mama passed away, she made me promise every day that I would take care of her baby and help her grow into a fine young lady. Papa just wants the best for you. He wants to be proud of the things you do. Papa wants the best. He only wants the best for you.
He's looking for the bathroom right now.
All New York City is a bathroom.
He's like, you have to be a customer. You have to be a customer use the bathroom.
Oh, so frustrated.
Oscar nominated.
I think he hugs that bag on the can.
No, it will only last a little while.
He actually does find his daughter. I wanted to make sure everyone knew how
he finds his daughter at the end.
It's implied, I think, that
okay.
She's she's come up to him at the end. Yeah.
But that was him running to the bathroom in slow motion, I think. Right.
And also, like, so when Dr. Judah, when you judge this, like, is he judging Danielle's character, Papa, or is he?
I think it's got to be the characters, like Mr. Nasty.
I was going to petition.
Okay.
I think they're one and the same. I think that Danny wrote this. It's like basically it's semi-autobiographical, and so I think you can judge both the character and him at the same time.
Okay. Well, I definitely agree about the processed food vibe, Steve. That definitely seems spot on. He's definitely going through a lot of strain. I could see getting some irritable bowel type stuff, and definitely has some of that same sweaty vibe, but he's moving around a lot. I feel like he's got to shake something loose. So maybe I'll go with like 35.
35. Okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're all distant from Mr. Nasty at this point.
Yeah.
What was Mr. Nasty? 110?
Yeah, I was blown away by Mr. Nasty. I'd never thought about him in that light, but I think you're right.
Good pick, George. Yeah. So, like, if they're all in stalls in a public toilet, first guy out is Colonel Thompson, right? He comes out with his book after 25 minutes. 10 minutes later, Aiello comes out.
Right,
He's
like
sweaty.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Like the horse tracks. It's like the stalls, like
right.
Yeah.
It's still in the gate. It's Mr.
like
Nasty.
the Kentucky Derby. It's,
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Joe,
He
you're back.
kicks down the door and he's like, "Yo, stink."
But wait, should we do snake? Should we snake it though, so that
Sure. I'll come right back with it.
so
All
that
right.
Steve goes next, and then I get okay.
Sure,
No,
that's
it should
fair.
be in several pieces.
My next one is going to be a Canadian public access host who talks about Star Trek.
A what? A Canadian?
Canadian. I hope. I
okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
This is, so you'll notice I don't think this guy eats very well, and he's so pent up with anger out of the amount of crank calls that he gets each day. Like it's just things are not going well for him.
Oh, okay. That's
That could lead to gastrointestinal discomfort, as Judah mentioned.
He's
so,
he's just building it up inside.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm showing this one, aren't I? All right. Here he is. Do you have his name, or he's a Star Trek host?
I just call him Star Trek host.
Canadian Star Trek host. All
Hey,
right.
welcome to 10 Forward. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Pickering.
Okay, do you have a question or comment for us?
Can you like strip naked and dance around like a fuck?
Well, probably on a holodeck.
Not without the right pay, of course.
Of course, absolutely. That sounds like a Deep Space Nine sort of thing. Well, that's a whole other story on its own.
And into the wormhole with that.
Into the wormhole, yes. Get a life. Get a job. Grow a spine, buddy.
Anything.
Okay. Hi, you've won a pass to Prime Media in October.
Yeah!
All right.
A
how
happy
exciting.
winner.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, do you have a question or comment for us?
I do actually.
Okay, make it real fast.
Okay, I have a little poem. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I'd like to say that Star Trek is great,
Uh-huh.
but D-Quest sucks.
Yeah.
Sue has been a great addition, and you're a
Oh, I got you!
That doesn't rhyme.
Well, as a matter of fact, you know what? You lost your Prime Media thing. So there you go. You lose. You are a loser, bud.
I don't think
you
you
are.
wanted the Prime
You are a
Media
loser
thing.
to the nth degree, I might add. So now we still have 2 passes to
We
give
still
away.
have 2 passes to give away.
Because some weenoid tried to get something
Oh,
bad in.
profanity not required.
Oh yeah, hello. Wake up and smell the Java, buddy. Do you have a question or comment for us?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go away.
Not
Fire
right.
away, I meant. Well, we don't want to say go away. Okay, question or comment? Oh, no, I guess he didn't have a question or comment.
He was right.
Well, I
He's a book
can
reader.
sense- I can sense that one coming from 100 miles away.
You want us to read a book.
Go away. Boy, did I have it. Get a job, bud. Okay.
Oh,
I feel
boy.
like that was cheap. They took 4-3 and made it. I think the
Well,
aspect ratio really
Yeah,
skews
I was gonna say this might be some tampering because I believe Steve stretched his clips to 16:9 from the VHS format to try to make the contestants appear wider.
Oh, a scandal! We have our first
Yeah.
scandal in the Toilament.
And he's from New England. He inflates his contestant.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right. Tom
So
Brady
Inflategate.
did that with footballs.
Yeah.
Tom Brady
Inflategate.
did that.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully, like Tom Brady, I'll end up with a 7 rings, 9 rings.
You should
Well-
be ashamed of yourself. But I think that he's quick. I feel like he's fast. He moves quick. Like he's quick with the finger. I feel like he's quick with the number 2s too. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is a
Interesting.
misstep on your part, Steve. I think that this guy, he's
Dr.
efficient.
Judah, your response.
Yeah, I kind of see this guy spending a little more time on the toilet than Danny Aiello, but I also agree with you. I feel like, all the ingredients were there for things to go really badly and for him to sort of challenge Mr. Nasty. But you're right; he's quick on his feet, metaphorically at least. Yeah, I'd probably put him around 50.
Oh, okay.
50
Wow.
minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
that's
know,
quite a bit of time. Yeah.
Yeah, substantial, but less than Mr. Nasty.
Okay.
Okay.
Steve, what is Steve's total, George, for
Well,
that
Steve
round?
currently has 85.
Okay, so he has
All right.
85 total?
Yeah, 35 for Danny Aiello and 50
Dr.
for
Schultz beats Danny Aiello and the Star Trek host in one?
Mr. Nasty does.
Mr. Nasty beats
yeah,
them all.
yeah.
I mean,
No. Dr. Schultz is 57 minutes. So the sum is greater than.
I see.
85 is greater than 57.
Judah, do you think that last host ever has problems with Klingons, or do you think that's a?
I mean, almost.
I'll take my answer off the air. It's okay. I mean,
all right, who's next?
Long-time viewer, first-time shitter.
Are there any viewers anymore? Are there still viewers watching the show?
broadcasting to no one.
Okay. All right, we lost them all.
Do I go again?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah. You go
Okay.
again. Yeah.
Well, the guys of the Secrets of Barbershop singing from, what was it, episode 157. There's something about them that makes me think any one of them probably spends a lot of time in the can, maybe just practicing their craft.
Okay.
But the sounds they make, just like Mr. Nasty, I think they make both professionally and personally.
Okay. There is usually good reverb in a bathroom, right? You can
a lot
sing in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh, there's us on the right side.
Proper singing uses the face and the body to communicate the music, while preparing the body for optimum vocal performance.
Notice the erect posture. Feet shoulder width apart, knees unlocked, pelvis rotated forward slightly.
Great job.
And the elongated spine.
One hand on your ribs, one hand on your belt buckle. Here we go. And exhale. Moo. Moo. Ma. Ma. Moo. Moo.
That's my favorite, facial expression wise.
Private Pile, kind of.
La 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 la. Hungio, 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 hungio.
Yeah,
I see. That could be exertion noises. You're saying?
Yeah,
maybe.
that's.
How does this work again? Like, are you taking each one of them, or are you taking them all on average, or like who gets the number on this one?
I think still Mac from your video, the first one. No, I think any one of them you want, Judah.
No,
I feel like
definitely.
I think
the
you
guy.
gotta,
Go
the
ahead.
big guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be the big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all the ingredients again on the surface look like they're there, but like they're probably hydrating really well because they're singing all the time. They probably
Right.
got really good like diaphragm muscles and stuff. So if they do need to valsalva and get some stuff out of there, they could probably do a pretty effective job.
Okay.
I would probably put them above Colonel Thompson. I think they're probably spending a little more time on the toilet than him, but I don't know. I don't think I'd give him much more than 30.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a
Okay.
horse race.
Oh, all right.
Um,
Well, what's your total now, George?
It's 140, but Mr.
140.
Nasty was doing the heavy pushing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he really was. So somebody asked, like, they don't understand the metrics of this. What's not to understand? I mean, what Dr. Judah's giving us are the minutes that each one of these guys spend on the toilet, and then we're totaling them
On
up.
average. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? confusing?
Well, I think the confusing part is we're totaling up each of our contestants together as if we're the contestants.
Right.
Oh, right. So
Race.
it's like our stable of toilet men.
Right.
Whoever has the
We're
most
the
minutes,
jockeys.
We're the
Describing
jockeys.
us as stable. That is this we're in.
Okay, maybe that wasn't clear. Like we
Well,
have a stable
let me
of
bring up
toilet men.
Let me bring up something controversial here. Again, I hate to ruffle feathers, but maybe we're all picking large bearded men for the most part.
Yeah.
But in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, Joey Chestnut, who is just the ultimate champion, is not a large guy, and Kobayashi from Japan blew everybody away, and he's an extremely lithe man. Are we discounting that maybe the large men don't spend the most time in the toilet? Maybe it could be, smaller men.
Do you want to take your call off the air, or did you want to?
Sure. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
just
you want-
talking out loud here.
Okay, all right.
Let me.
It's like a heavyweight, featherweight kind of thing, right? It's different weight classes of toiletments.
Don't suggest Toilament Part 2, Judah. You've
No, I think he's onto something with this. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good idea. That we
We'll
do
never
different weight
recover
classes.
from this episode.
Yeah,
The stink of this will
Oh
haunt us.
no. All right. Well, everybody turn on their bathroom fans because I got a video from that I ordered out of this catalog here. This was the Things You Never Knew Existed catalog. This is the 1989 edition. And there's a video in here called A Guide to Attracting Today's Woman. Joe, do you have that?
I do.
Video?
I have it standing by.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's take a look.
Yeah, here it is. It's silver. Look at this. This is a nice cover here, and this is, yeah. And Nick, when you got this, you needed this, right? Like you were on the.
That's
right?
how I've attracted every woman that's been in my life. And it tried to be funny and sorry, uninspired. So there's a music video in this, and there's a guy who just appears. His name's Tommy Lee Cook. He does a music video out of nowhere, and I'll explain why I think he's going to win this year's Toilament. There he is, wearing a shirt called Bandit.
A lot of questions here that, yeah.
Not that guy. Cigarette in his hand. Cigarettes are a diuretic.
Oh yeah. I love that shirt.
Yeah. I think you aspire to look like Tommy.
Someday I probably will. Actually. Although he's probably like 28 years old.
Just with the guy to getting girls.
And he's waving away. I mean, I think this contest is over.
That might be the dumbest video that we have. It's a guide to attract. What is it? The attracting today's woman.
Yeah.
And then there's a music video in the middle of the whole thing.
It's perplexing. The whole video makes no. It'd be a good EP mode because it makes no sense.
Should we watch it as an EP mode? Maybe this Thursday.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. We should.
Our bonus Patreon episode. We'll watch that. We'll see how
Nick,
much I can get.
I like this pick a lot. Boy, I feel like Dr. Judah, what do you think?
That's a killer. I mean, that dude's got it all.
He's already dead.
Yeah. He died on the toilet. He probably died on the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, like everything you're thinking about. Like, does that dude have chronic back problems and an opioid problem? You bet. Does his diet suck? Yeah, absolutely.
Doing
I gotta deduct a few minutes on the toilet for the running. Because that's some pretty vigorous physical activity. Very surprising, actually.
At that size, too. Yeah.
Yeah, but still really high. Great pick. It's got to be, I don't know, 100 minutes on the toilet.
Wow,
Yes.
Nick,
Okay.
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Feeling good about that. I knew he was a winner when he started waving around his hat.
Yeah.
Because
that sweaty face, it's just
waving around the hat. You could picture him doing that after a session in the bathroom. But anyway, Yeah, thank
wasn't
you.
his first time waving that hat around like
No.
that. He's been around the block a few times.
But Joe, what's your closure
All right,
here?
so this is bringing it up the rear here. I am showing David Wilhite. He's a Las Vegas gambler. He's put out, I don't know, maybe a dozen VHS tapes that we have. And the beauty of it is that he always puts himself on the cover here. This one is about
before, but sex sells when it comes to VHS covers.
Yeah, this is video poker, and then he puts himself on there, and then this one is lottery tickets. Like apparently, like there's a lottery ticket like strategy that you can have. So he puts himself on here, and he puts together great amateur videos, and I think that's helping a lot of people out there. But I also think he spends a lot of time on the toilet. So here is David Wilhite.
Hi, my name's Dave Wilhite. I've been teaching people how to beat the casinos for the past 15 years just by playing smart. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to play poker with the big boys? If you have, make sure you don't get burned. It doesn't take magic to win the lottery. Just a nice slow pace and a little research. Playing slots isn't magic. It's just playing correct.
Have you noticed that he sits down a lot in every scene that he's in? He's always sitting down.
And he eats at the Vegas buffet.
The buffets,
Right.
yeah, the buffets. Yeah, I was going to save that for my end argument, but yes, 100%. George is right.
Remember, when people play the lottery,
Sitting.
they like to play popular numbers or unpopular numbers. I was in a novelty store the other day, and I found this one. You just shake, and it comes up with the 6 numbers. Well, I was out walking in the summer heat. Thought I'd stop by 7-Eleven and grab a big gulp. Thought of a couple more things I want to tell you about the slots. God bless it. Where is it? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I misplaced my lottery ticket. I bought it last week, and I don't know where it is. How many times have you heard that happen? Just what are your chances of winning? Zip, zilch, none, nada. When they manufacture these balls, each one is supposed to be absolutely perfect. Now we know that nothing in this life is perfect, except maybe my wife, Frances. If you've enjoyed this video, please look for my others at a store near you. And remember, drive careful. The life you save may be mine. So why not indulge?
See you on the
Dare
toilet.
to take the plunge.
Dare take
The
plunge.
end.
It's one of the greatest endings of all time.
No, we gotta end that to we have to end that to our VCR party ending montage.
We do. So yeah, let's take the plunge here. And like George mentioned, yes, he is in Las Vegas. It's not exactly like, is it the culinary capital? It's not at all. It's all buffets there.
Guy
That's what he has for
Fieri,
breakfast.
there's the
Breakfast,
Heart
lunch,
Attack
dinner.
restaurant.
And he's an expert in
exactly.
craps. So
There's that too. There's that too. So can we do a total now to see what I need to win? Like who's winning right now? Can we do a total before it's announced? Okay. No, let's not bias. Let's not bias it. Let's
Yeah,
not
I don't
bias.
want to
Okay.
have him influenced.
I mean
Okay. All right.
that was also another killer pick. That's another dude, just like the last one. He's got everything that you're looking for in a man who spends a lot of time on the toilet. He's
Yep.
definitely less active, which is definitely a mark in his favor in terms of long time spent on the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like he's in a tier. Well, man, I don't know. Maybe like an 80.
Wow.
An 80. Okay.
80 minutes.
Pretty high.
All right.
Wow.
High average.
I feel good with my 2 numbers.
this
I feel
was
like both
so
my numbers were pretty
close.
good.
This was unbelievably close. Okay.
All right.
Um,
Okay, but here's the other thing. Before you announce the numbers, we have a surprise wrinkle to the scoring system on this that we'll tell you after we hear all the numbers read. Or Nick, do we say that the surprise
No,
now?
I think we reveal them that we reveal
Wow.
the
Good
numbers first.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Coming in fourth with 85 was Steve's picks.
Okay.
This is the happiest I've ever been to come in last.
Coming in third was Nick with 125 points.
Okay.
Solid showing. Bronze
Nick,
medal.
where did you go wrong? Where do you think you went wrong with your?
Yeah, I really thought Colonel Thompson would spend more time on the toilet, but hey, Judah's the doctor.
Coming in number 2 is Joe with 137. And then coming in first is me with 140. It was very close. But
Wow.
what's the
Okay.
wrinkle, Joe?
Nick, do you want to explain what the wrinkle is here? Because I can't explain what the wrinkle is because nobody will believe me. So you got to explain.
Well,
it.
here's the turd in the punch bowl, so to speak. We decided beforehand that being the Toilament, the number 2 would be the actual winner.
The second place winner would be the actual winner, and the first place winner would be the runner-up.
Yeah.
So I won.
So Joe, congratulations!
I took number 2.
You're the kid at the end of every toy commercial, every board game commercial.
I win.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the wrinkle that this is a surprise to Oh, maybe I should. Maybe we should celebrate with that.
And Scrappy Rat knew it. Scrappy Rat said,
"Oh,
yeah,
well predicted." Yes.
Yes. Scrappy Rat was 100% right. Number 2
beforehand. Yeah.
None of you picked Daniel Songer. Not a single one of you.
Oh,
that was brought up.
Or Wilford Brimley, or the Big Beautiful Boys.
Oh, the Big Beautiful Boys from Who's the Yellingest? Yeah.
Oh, that's
wow.
right.
I thought about them.
Steve, you should have.
I thought about the softball players, those guys. There was a lot. There was a lot to choose from.
Right, the double tapered.
Oh yeah, George Brett. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank Dr. Judah
for destroying his career today.
Yeah, burn it to the ground.
What's your average running time on the toilet? I guess we should ask you this right up front. Let me just guess. Let me guess. You seem like an 8-minuter. You seem like an 8-minuter to me.
That's probably about right, actually. Yeah, because there's some amount of I got a kid. I hide in the bathroom sometimes, so it's a little inflated.
Okay, that's a theory I had. All right, interesting.
Yeah. No, I'm good at this game because I won, so I know these kinds of
Right.
things. So yeah,
You're number 2.
Yep. Which is number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Judah, thank you so much for being a great contributor to the show. I can't wait to see the next state flag. I believe you also gave us the Pam cap that was in the shape of Pavel Goberman from
You're
the
talented
diorama
too.
that we have
Yes,
there.
it's
Yeah.
right back here.
And
That's
that Uncle Moishi poster behind you, I found in the supermarket as well.
Oh, you're the
Oh,
best.
yeah, the Uncle Moishi poster.
Right
yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
right.
there it is. And then I got then I got this right over here. Yeah. You're an artist. You're an artist
so
and a
touched.
doctor. Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you
my
for
pleasure.
being part of this.
Thanks for having me.
Really
Don't
stupid
suffer in
competition.
silence.
You're the best. Yeah, don't suffer in silence to you too. All right. What are we let's go out on the graphic?
How
don't
about we
have
get
it
into
though.
some nice things to get out?
All right, let's do it. All right. What do you think? Are you happy with that? I thought Dr. Judah knocked it out of the park.
He's off to the disciplinary committee right now.
I liked how
explain this.
seriously he took it. So, yeah, it breaks some sort of Hippocratic oath, but I'm glad he did it.
I'm kicking myself about Songer. That really, I mean, I won.
Yeah,
I shouldn't
well.
be kicking myself about anything. The ends justified the means.
I have a feeling this is going to be an annual tradition, just because we're out of ideas. So there'll be a chance to redeem. But
All right.
let's do a quick nice thing, and then we gotta get out of here.
Oh, I just wanted to show this nice thing. So, last week we had the Jim's Coins tournament, and what an amazing tournament! Jim was so great, and the results were. I thought he nailed all the results perfectly. He's sending out the prizes this week, but the third place contestant, the third place winner, Seamus from Pennsylvania, he sent me a taunting email. Because if you remember, I think that so I said that his couldn't count in the remix contest. George, you wanted to pick his because he did Jim's, and Jim's. He's the one who did Jim's, and Jim's. And I said it couldn't count because I wanted to be all remixes and jingles and stuff like that. And but Jim still selected his for third place.
Mhm.
Remember that?
Mhm.
So he really gave it to me on this. He said, let's review what happened. A lone objection from Joe denies poor George his preferred pick. He says, a jingle is brazenly declared by George live in front of the judge to be not a jingle. Drama mounts as the crowd awaits the correct scoring. until finally, yes, cheers and high fives all around. The purity of the contest is restored by Jim himself, and he picked him. So he was proud of that. He said, in the 4 years of high school basketball, I've never have had a comeback like that. This was a career capper for me.
Wow.
He said, I humbly share the spectacular victory with George, and I dedicate it to Len, who started it all, Len's coins, before he gave it to Jim's coins. And he said, and in your face, Joe. So he's really doing some trash talking here, but it's fine. I mean, he only took third place. I mean, come on. I mean, it's not like
number 2 is where it's
place.
at. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's the real one.
I actually prefer third place, so I think that's a great job, Seamus. We'll have more nice things next week, but we want to mention a few things that if you are in the UK, well, first of all, if you're watching live, it's very late if you're in the UK. Thank you for being part of this pageantry that is the Toilament. But our documentary we produced on the weirdest home movie we've ever found, A Life on the Farm, is, well, first of all, tomorrow night it's screening in Washington, D.C. at the Alamo Drafthouse, along with Chop and Steel. But look at UK and Ireland, London. It's playing 7 cities in, and it's playing Hewish Champflower, which is where the subject of this is from. So,
yeah, and also it's the most British city name of all time, Hewish Champflower.
Hewish Champflower.
Yeah,
a new pseudonym.
Yeah. So and I might try to attend this too. I might try to go on this tour if I can.
Oh, nice.
If I can get some airline points together, I might go on this one. So
I also want to mention that Scott from Strange Tapes, he's working on, if you like his show, Strange Show, he's working on new episodes, but he has a VHS release called America's Runniest Home Videos. Joe, I know with McKenna, you've been importing a lot of home movies from our collection.
Got some good stuff.
This is not part of the Toilament, right?
This is not, but
Okay.
Scott put together a compilation of home movies that he's found over the years. Some of these are not safe for work. Some are upsetting, very awkward, but it's a nice mixtape. It's now on our Rewindo, which is, we got a lot of stuff. We got Patreon where you get bonus episodes. Some people just want to watch full-length versions of videos and all our DVDs streaming.
We got Driver 23 there. Like Driver 23 goes for $27 on the, you buy it otherwise, but here you can see it for, the cost of what, $7 a month, something like that.
The entire bunch, all the K-Stress.
Lindau Man should have been.
He's cut in half.
I know, but back then.
Anyway, go to foundfootagefest.com if you want to see that. It's
I bet he squatted over a hole for a really long time. Lindo Man would have been perfect. God damn.
Our new series, Saturday Morning Dinah Show, is super fun. It's where Roy Miles, Skip Elsheimer, and Tim Harrod from The Onion watch and comment on 70s live-action children's programming. They're doing one I've never heard of, a 4-H, the 4-H Club. They produced an educational series called Mulligan Stew. I have no idea what it is, but they're going to watch it this Saturday.
I don't know where they find this stuff. I've never heard of any of this stuff, but it's yes. And this is an educational show. The Dinah Show is an educational show. You learn about all this.
It
stuff.
is. And
Wait,
go ahead.
When I win, I'm still a bad sport. I think I'm being good. I think I'm being fair. I think I've been generous. Nick, what do you think?
There was some gloating, but overall, I think in comparison to other game shows we've done, you're a great sport.
All
Maybe
right.
got his bottle.
Yes.
I also want to point out that the last time I'm going to mention it, but on August 19th and 20th, we're doing an event called MelindaCon here in New York. We invite you all to come. It's August 19th is the debut of our Volume 10 show. We're Caitlin from Saturday Morning Cartoons is going to be out for it. Lenora from Midnight Rental is going to come open for us. Scott from Strange Tape is going to show a video before our show. And Tim Harrod will be there in some capacity. So almost everybody who's ever been involved with our channel will be there. And two of our superstar Melindas have made a website, melinda-con.com, where you can find, they made lanyards. They made goddamn lanyards. It's
You
a
can
real
get a lanyard. Yeah.
It's a real con.
Yeah.
It is. So here's all the events. Saturday Morning Cartoons is sold out. We're having an open house. Anybody's invited to this, 3 to 5 p.m. at our office in Brooklyn. All the information. Yeah.
You can still get the VIM package package, the very important Melinda package. You can still get that only for like 2 more days. Then we got to like send the T-shirts off to the maker. So
Should we reveal the T-shirt designs?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, this will be white on a black T-shirt, but our buddy JC, who's been on the show before, draws hilarious things. He's drawn other shirts for us. This is the official MelindaCon 2023 artwork.
It's subtle. It's subtle. It's understated.
Yep.
It's,
You can see there's going to be talking, watching, fun, and other things similar to fun, and plenty of breaks. So that's important too. Joe, you're wearing a shirt that says baseballs.
Yep.
Sports fan. Here's
Uh-huh.
Gordy. I've never seen him wear eggs.
Oh, see, I thought that was my cat.
Oh, maybe it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
I guess it could be
Yeah,
either.
yeah.
Al
Maybe it could be.
Frox.
Maybe it could be neither.
And
Yeah.
This is my classic pose where my legs are
Oh,
sort of akimbo.
Yep. You're taking a sip too. There
Oh,
it
I
is.
did notice. Look
Yeah.
at my lips. Yeah.
Yeah, there. This is
Yeah.
how you do it. Yep. Nick sips. Oh, speaking of, we got some new Nick songs cooking that I'm not going to be able to. We got 2 new ones cooking. I'm not going to have them ready anytime soon, but
Okay.
I wanted to save them for February for your birthday.
Mm.
I'm not going to be able to do it. So in the next coming weeks, next few weeks, we're going to have some new Nick songs. So
Well, it's summer. It kind of feels like
breathes.
The summer is kind of where we kind of like throw rules out the window and do fun stuff. So we've been on our EP mode, our bonus episodes. We've been digging back to some of our early short films that like aren't found things, but movies we directed that really haven't been seen outside of film festivals. And Joe, you had the idea to show a couple of movies that are currently that we directed individually that are currently playing film festivals. So people who donated at the $10 and up level at patreon.com that they could come and see those. Don't have to be at a festival.
Yeah, I directed a movie with JC, the guy who designed the MelindaCon T-shirt. His house burned down, and so we went to his house and we shot this film around his burned down house. And it was like a 9-minute short film, and it's funny and it's heartbreaking. And we sent it out to film festivals. We got in. We're playing our 10th film festival coming up next month. So, but yeah, I thought we would show this just to Melinda's this Thursday.
Nice.
And then Nick, you made one too. You made one
I think I showed part of it, but yeah, my downstairs neighbor Butchie Corrado, who passed away a few years ago, had the idea when he passed away to take some recorded audio. He let me record one of his ideas for commercials. He would always pitch me. He had an idea for a Aflac commercial that he describes very vividly. And he says, we should just go shoot it. And my biggest regret is we never did. So Melinda, an animator named Chrissy Felmeth, who worked for Adult Swim and has done tons of great stuff, stepped up and said, I will animate this for you. She added so much to it. So we co-directed it. And George did some audio for us. So that's been at festivals. Is going to be at Fantastic Fest next month in Austin. But in the meantime, or in September, you can watch a little sneak preview of it on our EP this episode.
Is a sneak peek? Yeah. It's just the full version. We'll show the full version.
Yeah,
right?
but it'll be an advanced sneak peek that you have to pay to get into, so it's not an official screening.
Gotcha. All right, let's go out with more shit stuff. How about that? You want to?
Okay, I think you might lose me as a viewer now.
I mean, we're down on the eyeballs. I can see. So, but so it doesn't really matter at this point. We can do whatever we want. So,
hey, thanks everybody for supporting this show. Sincerely, it's fun to just do goofy stuff like this, and we appreciate your support of all of our dumb ideas. I thought this was a lot of fun tonight.
Yep, and the ideas are only going to get dumber from here on out. So we promise that. So here's the thing: if we had been, we're going out with a classic. You'll know it when you see it. I don't have to explain this one. Here's the thing: if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
We'll be right back right after these words.
Thank you very much to my sellout Steve. Happy birthday, Beth Cook, and everybody's a puppet when they're dead.
So you've got diabetes.
Party time!
Yay, Lizzie! She is a super duper pooper.
She can party with the best.
No more diapers to get in her way. We are very impressed. She is a super duper pooper.
She knows when she has to go.
Take a bow.
now. She's a big girl now. She's the best pooper we know.
When we return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
In 8.
My nose isn't for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Sure, Yodel.
Have a good day.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Nice, nice.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.